In this lecture, let's see how to use jQueryUI's button widget to create themable buttons using our form elements like button, input element, anchor element, etc. So to illustrate this, let me add three different form elements, that is a button element, an input element with type submit, and also a hyperlink element. So let me just add a form element. Okay. And within this, let me first add a button with ID btn button and the label be normal. And the next one is an input element with type submit and ID btn submit and the label, that is value equals submit. So this is an input element with type submit. And I am also going to add a hyperlink and let the ID be btn link and let the text be just link. So these are three different form elements, a button, an input element with type submit, and also a hyperlink. Let's see how it appears now. Let me refresh. See, this is a normal button, this is a submit input element, and this is a hyperlink. So suppose we want to make all these themable buttons using jQueryUI's button widget. How we can do that? Within this, let me access all the elements using their IDs. So $hash btn button, comma, hash btn submit, comma, hash btn link. And we just have to specify dot button to make these three different types of form elements to themable buttons. So let's see the difference in output now. Let me refresh. See, all these three are now appearing like buttons and they are displayed in blue color, and when I move the mouse over it, it becomes light blue. That is, the background becomes light blue. And now the text color is white, and when I move the mouse over, its text color is something different, that is dark blue. Okay. So these three became now themable buttons, and we have done it using jQueryUI's button widget. And suppose we want to have some action on these buttons. So let me just copy this. Okay. And let me specify dot click, and within this function, and let me just try to display something. Okay. So within this, let me try to display alert. You clicked the element with ID. How we can get the ID? We can specify $this dot attr of ID. This will return the ID of the clicked element, because $this means it will be the current element. So let's see the output now. Let me refresh. Let me click. See, you clicked on the element with the ID btn button. Okay. You clicked the element with ID btn submit. You clicked the element with ID btn link. So these three are now acting like buttons because they are having click event. Now let's see some options that we can use with jQueryUI's button widget. So suppose we want to have some icon on the button. Okay, so let me try to copy this because we want to access this button. And I want to have an icon for this button. So you can use the option icon for that. So being an option, it should be specified within curly brace, a icon, that is the name of the option. And you can specify the name of an icon. You can get name of icons at this address, that is api.jQueryui.com/theming/icons. Suppose I want to display this icon, UI icon tag. How I can do that? I have to specify the value of the icon as this one, UI icon tag. Let's see the difference. Refresh. See, you are seeing the icon at the beginning. Suppose you want to display the icon after the label. What you can do? You can specify icon position and let the value be end, because it will display the value at the end. Let's see that. Save. Refresh. See, now the icon is after the label, that is at the end. So this way you can add an icon and also position it using icon and icon position options. Now suppose you want to disable a button. So let me copy this. Okay. And change this to btn submit, and I want to disable that button. what I can do, I can use the disabled option and set its value to true. So the name of the option is disabled and I can set its value to true. So let's see the difference. Let me save. Let me refresh. See, now this button is disabled, right? So you can use a disabled option to disable a button. Now let's see two more options. They are label and show label. So suppose I copy this, okay, paste it here and change this to BTN link. That is the third button. And suppose I want to change this icon to something else. Let it be this one, that is UI icon note. Okay, so I want to display this icon and I want to have only the icon. That is, I don't want to have any label to be displayed. Instead, I want to display only the icon. So what I can do is I can use the option show label and set its value to be false. Now what will happen? We will see only the icon and the label was link. That will not be displayed. So let's see that. Let me refresh. See, you are seeing only the icon because we have set the value of show label to false, which means the label will not be displayed. And there is one more option that you can use is label, and you can set any value for the label. So to this, let me add the label option and set its value to be using option because it is using the option label. So this label, that is normal, will be changed to using option. So let me save this. Let me refresh. See, now the label is changed to using option. So in this lecture, we have seen how to use the jQueryUI's button widget to create themable buttons using normal form elements like button, link element and input element. And we have also seen some different options that you can use with jQueryUI's button widget, and they are icon, icon position, disabled, label and show label. Icon and icon position are used to set an icon for the button and also to position it the way we want. Disabled is used to disable a button and label is used to display a different label using the option, and show label is used to show only the icon and not the label because we set the value of show label to false. So these are the different options discussed in this lecture.